Not appearing. Hi. Hello. Hi. Good afternoon. Just checking if you all can watch us now on LinkedIn. Is it gone live yet? Yep, I think we are live. All right. While we wait for a while, let us do some. Right. So do share with us in the comments. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in our first LinkedIn live event by Sandquick. And today we're going to have a very special time. We're going to see what we can do with this LinkedIn live. Hey, my name is Andy Han. I'm a customer experience manager at Sandquick at ColorX. And together with me, I have...
Hi, I'm Jasmine here. I'm the BDN in Sandquick as well.
Yes, right. So today we managed to get Jasmine to come and share a bit more about this step-by-step onboarding for WhatsApp Business API, right? She is actually quite busy these days, and we are so glad that she took the time off now to join us. And she'll be covering a bit more about how to do an onboarding if you need a WABA account. Now, for those of you who may not know what is WABA, so we'll be sharing a bit more about that, what you can do with it. And at the same time, we'll be hoping to use this to interact with anyone who's tuning in. Yeah, just please do use the comment section to say hi or let us know that you're there. Thanks, Felipe and Angela.
Yep, hi.
So if you are tuning in right now, do help us to put in some comments. And if you have questions, you can also use the comment section to put in your question, and we'll address this and ask Jasmine to help us to give some advice. But today we're going to talk purely about WhatsApp API, WhatsApp Business API, and to even give an idea what it can do, right? So let's just wait for a while more. And hi Roy, thanks for tuning in.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just gonna wait and see if anyone else that's tuning in. Please do drop us a comment, say hi, so we know that you're here, right? And hopefully we'll be having a interactive session as well. Okay. Now, just checking if you can see this, I'm just going to put up a question just to sort of start the ball rolling. If any one of you are tuning in right now, just checking if your company or your organization, are they currently sending any automated messages, such as appointment reminders, status tracking, or alerts? If so, what channels are you currently using? So, yep, if you have any comments. Hi, Kevin from Korea. Thanks. Let me just show her comment. Hello, hi from Ginkgo's Korea. Hello,
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. Hopefully we pronounce it correctly. So yes, thank you for joining us. And looks like mostly all very familiar faces joining us, but thank you for keeping us company while we do this as well. So meantime, if you is it hang?
Can you hear us?
Hello. Just checking our LinkedIn has hanged a bit. Oh dear. I think it's a lag.
Oh, okay. Can you? Is it going well on your end?
Right. I'm just waving to check and see that the wave comes in. No, I think it's either on my LinkedIn side or my account is hanged.
Oh, okay. Good. Francis say can hear. Okay, very good. So we shall move on.
Yeah, okay. So do let us know if your company actually currently have any automated messages, such as when you need to send something on automated from a system. Could it be a ERP? It could be a CRM. It could be a help desk. It could be anything that is not a message that we use our phone to send a WhatsApp message, but or any message, but it's something that is automated from a system. Do let us know if you do that, and if you do, what are the channels that you currently use. Yeah. Okay, great. So I think it could be my computer that's have a hang. So do share with us. Any comments? Anyone? No? Yes? No? Yes? No?
Okay, good. Roy says that it hang briefly, but it's okay now. Good to hear that.
Yeah, okay. So thanks, Roy, for telling us that. Yeah, we need that feedback. So as we go along, if anything goes wrong on a LinkedIn, because we are testing this LinkedIn Live for the first time through our broadcast software, and we're not sure whether how stable it is. So in case it doesn't show anything, do drop us in the comments. We'll pick it up, right? So just again.
So your channel is email channel, Roy?
Right, that's right. So sometimes you all do send messages through your customers or your stakeholders through emails. And then what happens if your email is down? Then your stakeholder and customer would not know, right? So, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so like to learn about it from Shopee and Lazada Shop to send delivery updates. Yes, sometimes you need to do tracking and you need to send WhatsApp or whether messages to your customers to give them a status of where their purchases are at, and this is or whether there's any information that you require from them, automated. This is something that we can do. Okay, great. Well, let's move on. And how about if you are currently using a automated messaging system, what if you're using email, etc.? Are you considering using WhatsApp messaging as a channel for your automated communications? And if so, why? So, if anyone can help us to share a bit of your insights, yeah. We have, I see from a LinkedIn, we have about 16 people joining us on an event right now. Do say hi at the comments. Yep. Don't feel shy. Just we are just here to share and to have a conversation with you as well. So please do drop us a comment because we can't hear you. You can hear us, but unfortunately we can't hear you, so we can only hear you through the comment section. So drop a comment and we can actually pick up what you have anything to say. Right? Anyone considering WhatsApp? Okay. Right, so looks like we have.
I know Angela does. Yeah, she said she'd like to learn more about that.
Thank you, Angela, for being our supportive commenter. So yes, not doing so, but like to use WhatsApp. Okay, great. Now, next question I have for you is: have you heard of WhatsApp Business API, which is WABA for short? Used for. Anyone heard of WABA before? Yes, WhatsApp is most popular.
Yes.
Yeah, WhatsApp is most popular. Yes, agreed. I mean, over in our parts of the world, yes, it's quite popular.
Yeah, WhatsApp is most commonly used. Yes, you're
messaging
right.
Yes, correct. So, have you heard of WhatsApp Business API and what it can be used for? Yeah.
Any idea?
Now, I think some of you may be familiar with WhatsApp Business. It's those that you see on a WhatsApp phone. On your WhatsApp, you send someone a message and then you see the reply, they have a business account. Now, WhatsApp Business API is slightly different, and maybe I'll leave it to Jasmine to explain later on. But what it can do, it actually can help you to automate a lot of things and make your life much easier if you have a lot of communication that you need to do via your systems and all this, right? So we will talk about that. Okay, let's move on. Right. Now, question X is, if you're considering using WABA, what objectives you plan to achieve if you want to use WhatsApp as a communication? What do you want to achieve beyond just sending automated? Is there anything that you like? Comments? Anyone? Tell me more about WABA. Okay.
Sure, we'll do so.
Sure. That is what we are here for today. We'll talk about WABA. and he's going to show not only WABA how to do a step-by-step process to onboard on this WABA platform, this WhatsApp API, because it's not a straightforward thing, but it is something that Jasmine has spent hours and hours to figure out, and now she's quite an expert in it. So that's why we are so glad that she can come and share with us these steps. Right. Let's move on, and I guess let's just go ahead with the presentation, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you, Jasmine.
Okay, thanks, Andy. Thanks. Okay, probably let me just start off by introducing about who we are first, because you have heard that we are all from Sandquick, but what exactly is Sandquick? Who are we? So from there, then I will dive in more to share about WhatsApp, WABA in particular, and then I will just briefly, differentiate between, WhatsApp Messenger that we are so familiar with, and then against WhatsApp B, and in today's session we'll talk about WABA, WhatsApp Business API itself. Okay, so allow me to add to stream. Can you see that? Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Yeah, right. We will touch about that soon. So okay, so basically just to give you an overview about who we are first. So we are all from Sandquick, and we have been in this enterprise messaging business for over 20 years. To be specific, this is our 21st year. So our brand is called Sandquick, and it's actually developed by our internal team. And this can be used in various areas of messaging. For example, in application sending to handset via SMS, and of course, sending through the social channels, which is what we are going to talk about today. And social channels include definitely not just WhatsApp in our perspective. It can be more than that. So we actually have about more than 10 or so social channels and collaboration tools that we have actually integrated into our platform. So in Sandquick, actually we serve all industries, so long as you need mobile communication services between your own applications to the handset of the stakeholders. That's where you should look for us. And when actually people use Sandquick, there are various reasons for that. So it can be basically, for example, to improve business processes, to streamline their operations workflow. So, like for example, just now, as what Angela has mentioned, she said that she wants to know more to do some delivery updates, like how people do on Lazada or Shopee, for example. So that's one way of looking at using Sandquick to do so. Then, of course, you can also use us for a bit of marketing communications, or it can be for for business continuity messaging, IT monitoring, and IT alerts, and definitely for OTP. And most importantly, I think in this session we will talk about how we can use social channels like WhatsApp to actually improve communication through the Sandquick platform. Okay, so I think this image gives a very good pictorial view about what we offer. So Sandquick and Scoop, these are all our own brands, and you can treat us as a messaging middleware or a messaging core that stands between your applications, whichever it can be. It can be applications, it can be basically your ERP, CRMs, it can be your POS system, or even security systems, etc. And you can connect to us via various modes of protocols. It can be a REST API, it can be the typical IT protocols, etc. And then from then onwards, when the things are then passed to us, rest assured that you can actually rely on us to do the delivering of the messages to the different platforms that we support. So for example, you can actually send through using our gateway through SMS to the handset, or it can be the social channels, including WhatsApp, or even our own messaging app itself called Scoop. So in this case, you realize that there's this circuit thing, which is the WhatsApp business. So this is something that we're going to talk about today. Okay, so WhatsApp business itself is actually a WhatsApp business API. I would say in this aspect, it's actually an API account that you can use to integrate with third-party applications like any of this, and for you to then push and pull information between the handset and the application. Okay, so before I go on to the step-by-step on this WABA, probably I would like to share a bit more about the differences between the three of them. So actually, WhatsApp itself has introduced three services in general, three services. First of all, it's something that's called the WhatsApp Messenger, which is what we are very familiar with, which is the one that I always talk to Andy on WhatsApp, or I talk to any of my colleagues on WhatsApp or your friends. So that's WhatsApp Messenger. The other thing is actually WhatsApp Business, which is WhatsApp B, which is the B with that green color icon that you can also find on your App Store, on your Play Store. So that one is a separate account. It is also free for use, and it can just help you to separate between your personal messaging, day-to-day conversations with your friends or your family members against the ones that you are using it for business use. So, but then these two have a commonality that it doesn't actually, or rather they don't allow any integration to external party applications. So they are quite standalone in that sense, and they can download from the phone, and the user behavior of these two channels are pretty much the same. That means if you want to use the web chat, you can just scan a QR code, and there you are, you can actually use the web chat and chat. So then that is actually WhatsApp B. The last one is what we talked about today is actually WABA. WABA is actually in short for WhatsApp Business API. So this is something that you can't find on the App Store or Play Store. This is something that is in a way intangible to you as the business owner. It is an API. It's just like a connector for you to connect to your application. Okay. So, but then the thing is, on the consumer end, on the consumer point of view, when they want to reach out to you, their entry point will still be the same. Something that they are very familiar with, which is WhatsApp, the normal WhatsApp Messenger. Okay, so that's the reason why I think a lot of people are actually quite interested in hopping on to understand more about WABA. And the thing is, to use WABA, there are some things to consider. It is first of all not free for sure. Then second thing is there are certain prerequisites involved. So these are actually the prerequisites that you may need to be aware of. Okay, so first of all, in order to actually create a WABA account, you need to have a Facebook Business Manager account. It is free to set up. You can just create one with your personal, Facebook account, and then within the Business Facebook Manager account, there is this business status that you need to get it verified. So you can do it even before trying to apply for a WABA account. That will save a little bit of your time in terms of actually activating the WABA account. So that's first thing. Second thing that you need to be aware of is that you need to make sure that you have an email address that is legit. That is legit in the sense that it can show that the WABA account that you apply for has direct association to the business email address that you're using to apply, so that they can see that it is from the same company or same brand that you're using it to apply for the account. So that is the email address. So you need to use that for the registration, for on our side, on creating the account side, and to even display on the WABA account when the WhatsApp user were to actually use their WhatsApp and click on your business profile to take a look. So that is the second criteria. The third criteria you need to take a look at is actually to have a legit phone number. And this phone number meaning to say that it can be, okay, this is something different. Normally when you talk about WhatsApp Messenger, all those things, you can only use a mobile number to register. But when it comes to WABA, you can actually use a mobile number or a landline to register for this account. So it's meant for registration purpose for sure. And then the other thing is also to actually get it displayed as part of the business profile when the WhatsApp user tap on it to take a look. So just remember these three: Facebook Business Manager account with the business verified, an email address, and a phone number. Okay, so with these three, then you can actually start off to do the registration process.
I have a question coming in.
Okay.
I just want to ask,
Sure.
Angela is asking, is the email that we use, must it be a corporate email address?
Yes.
It can be a personal email address.
Try not to use Gmail, these things that Facebook can't really verify. Yeah, so try to use something that is a corporate that they can see. So that I think the chances, actually the thing is you need to actually also understand that when you use WABA, it is also to show as a business profile on the account itself for the users to take a look. So when they want to reach out to you, they even can tell that, oh, you're doing this kind of businesses, and this is your contact details. So this is actually something like part of a business profiling that you have to set up. And of course, another more important thing is actually when you want to register for this account, you need to make sure that this is something that you can substantiate to prove that you're actually a legit company and account trying to apply for a WABA. That is something that is belonging to the company itself.
Okay, I think that answers the question. Perhaps you want to go straight to the steps that we need to take?
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, just now we talk about the Facebook Business Manager account. So what will happen is that you first log in. Then if you do not have, of course, you have to create one. Then next is when you were to actually apply a WABA account, you can come to us. We will then pass you, based on the email address that you've given to us, we will pass you this embedded sign-up form. There's this link. This form is an e-form. So you can just actually click on the embedded sign-up form, a sign-up link that we provide to you. And then once you're done with that, it will show a page to ask you to get started. So you just simply click get started. Then after which, you will then have to grant the partner the permission to actually continue on. So just click continue. And then you will go to that verification step on the business part of it, which is what I was saying, that you need to actually get your business status verified. So at this point of time, when you actually grant the permission to the partner, try to look for this one. So if you have not done so on this part, please do so. So once all these are done, then we will actually go on to actually create a WhatsApp account, or rather a WABA account. So it will go straight to ask you to create a WABA account by actually giving it the display name and also choosing the time zone. And then, so enter the display name, the time zone, and then you select your business category and also share a little bit a summary of what your business is all about. So give a summary of a business description of the WABA account that you're applying for, and this will actually appear as part of the business profile in the WABA account. Then the last step will be basically to actually put in the registered phone number, which is the phone number that you're going to use to actually register it under this WABA account. So it can be a phone number that is originally tied to the Facebook Business Manager, which at that point of time when you do business verification step, you need to have a phone number to do that. So that's part. Of course, if you're not choosing that number to do so, you can actually put in a new number to do the verification step. So you can actually do, for example, if you use a landline, you can go for a voice call, definitely. Then if you're using a mobile number, you can go for the SMS or voice call. So once you actually get the OTP, just enter in, and if it matches, the account will be activated. Okay, so far, any questions?
Yes, I was about to stop you there for a while to ask a few questions that we do came in. One of the questions Roy is asking is, if I'm going to support my client for my product XYZ, must I have an email with the domain XYZ? Do they check against this, or it can be any domain?
Because this application of this application of a WABA has to be directly, or rather this Facebook Business Manager account has to be owned by your client and not you, unfortunately.
You can't do it as an agency, right? So you have to have them having that account, right?
Unless they are the assisting arm for them to help facilitate the process.
I think they can give them the roles to manage once they set up the account, right?
But just make sure that the email address that is tied to the Facebook Business Manager account has to be the one that is the owner of the account itself.
Oh, the owner doesn't need to be
has to be the owner of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ken, then I have another question from Angela. She says that I have a WhatsApp business account already using a dedicated phone number. Can I use that to register?
So Angela, I suppose you are referring to WhatsApp B. So if it's a WhatsApp B, or even the WhatsApp Messenger, because I do see some people may just use a personal phone number to do that. Yes, can be done, but this number has to be actually, okay, before you go on board to WABA itself, you have to make sure that this account, current account in WhatsApp B or even WhatsApp Messenger, has to be deleted. That means this total account has been, this account itself has to be deleted first before you reach this step.
So you can't have both. You have to.
Yeah, you can upgrade. Yeah, you can upgrade
the existing one, right? Yeah.
Yes, correct. So you can upgrade your existing personal or WhatsApp B account to a WABA account. But the thing is, it is not in concurrent. You can only delete the previous one, then make sure that this number is not tied to any WhatsApp services before you come to this step or rather this step to enter that number into this page to actually do the verification.
So of course, then she's also asking, can the customer see the phone number?
I will assume this number is the one that you're going to register for WhatsApp. I mean for WABA. If so, then yes.
Yes, it will appear, right?
It will appear under the business profile.
Okay. Another question from Philip. Can Facebook reject your application?
Yes, it's all subjected to Facebook actually.
and do they tell you the reason?
They do, but it's really subjected lah. It's really subjected to them though. Yeah, but they do tell you what's the reason. It can be more detailed, can be.
Also, they can give you a guide how to, what is the
actually there are some
laws that they that you need to fulfill before you can actually go ahead. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so so we have that steps on how to register this. This is the onboarding part, but I believe there's a bit more to a WABA integration than just setting up an account, right?
So right. So in fact, actually, after the activation of the WABA itself, it doesn't stop there. You have to understand that we actually need to do a Docker setup. Okay.
A Docker setup.
Something more technical, something like something like
a shipdock or something.
It's just
Navy.
Just a Docker, setup.
It's a name. It's a name for a technical term for some IT.
So it's for you to hold
that
account itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So in order to do that, we actually need to get from you a few things. For example, the logo that has to be a certain, dimensions, your description about your company, your name, a company name, then the email address, the Facebook URL, the website link, or even the WABA display name that you've actually registered. Okay, so all these are actually part and parcel for us to actually set up the Docker, and definitely, after this account is activated, in fact, while we are setting up the Docker, you can already in parallel go on to the Facebook Business Manager account to set up your message templates.
We seem to have a lot of questions about the registered email. So, Seng Lung Lee is asking, can we change the registered email and the phone number later?
You mean on the business profile?
Yeah, as in when we registered, we're using an email and a phone, but can it be changed later on, or you're fixed to it? You can't, you have to write in or something like that to make any change.
Email, I think should be able to. But a phone number, I don't think so, because it's tied to the account itself. It's actually this account. That means, for example, if you have number maybe for Singapore 65, then maybe 9 blah 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 blah. This number is actually already tied to a WABA account, maybe send quick as a WABA account. You cannot actually, get another number to replace that, as far as I understand.
But let's say your number is you want to change the number for some reason, or you lost this. You can't go back to them?
That is okay.
Write in to say.
I think we can write in to ask about this.
I believe that some ways we can do it.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, since Seng Long is actually asking about this, I think something to take note is that if you actually use a certain number to actually create a WABA account, it means to say that this number cannot be actually used to register for another WABA account. That's something that we have to
understand. Okay, so it has to be unique and only used for one account.
One account, one service of WhatsApp.
Okay. Right, so you can't use it for your normal WhatsApp. So you have a dedicated number just for this API account.
Right? Yeah, so that's the reason why if you want to actually use your existing number for WhatsApp Messenger and WhatsApp B, and you want to upgrade to this API account, you definitely have to actually discontinue by deleting the account over at the other end before the verification step.
Okay, that's quite clear. All right, so So are you gonna, there's some more information about the Docker that you'll be sharing with us? Or?
Okay, so just to close up the so-called the onboarding process is that I've mentioned just now, you actually pass us the business profile, and then when you're ready, this is actually the message template registration that you can do it on your Facebook Business Manager account. So if you see green radio button, it means that it is approved by Facebook. Then if it's others, then you have to check it out yourself. So if it's red, it means it's rejected. Then you can edit it to try and get it approved by Facebook. So all those approved, that means all those with green buttons, you can then actually pass to us the template, message, the content, the name, and even what we call the namespace ID, which is somewhere at the top of your table list.
Are you able to backtrack a bit and explain about what this template is?
Message template. Oh, okay. So what happened is that, you're right. Okay, so basically, WhatsApp and WhatsApp Messenger is a very free flow messaging channel. Meaning to say that, today, Andy, I message you, I say, hello, how are you?
Yep.
You say, I'm fine. So there's no restriction in terms of how we converse with one another. But when it comes to WABA, it's very different, because WABA has a few things to take note. Is that they have what we call a conversation, and also a customer service window. So I won't dive into that detail right now, but basically, in short, a template is required, or rather a template message is required to be pushed out in certain scenario where, for example, a business were to actually proactively reach out to a WhatsApp user, or after a 24-hour customer care window has ended, and you need to continue the conversation with the WhatsApp user, you will need to actually initiate. And with that initiation of the conversation, you need to use a template. And the template must be an approved one, definitely, for sure.
And this is to be approved by Facebook themselves.
Yes, you're right.
Meta, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So it is, it is, because it's automated, and I believe it's also very useful, so that they don't let people abuse it and send spam messages. They need to make sure that they are valid templates before you can actually send out to your list or your customers. Or right?
Yeah. So then, okay, continue a bit more. So once all these are done, and when all this information are given to us to set up in the Docker, then what is next is that we will then do a verification, and then try to actually submit to request Facebook for the green tick. So I suppose sometimes if you were to check out, how others, when you would buy something, or when you would talk to certain companies, you do see that their business profile has a name that comes with a green tick.
It's like a verified account.
Yeah, it's a verified account. Yeah, but that one is really, really totally subjected to Facebook's approval. Yeah, so and they do give, on Facebook pages itself, they do actually give certain guidelines on how to actually apply, or rather how to actually make it in such a way that it is of a higher chance to get it approved.
So how long does it take for the Facebook to approve a message template?
Oh, it can be pretty fast. Based on our experience, it can be pretty fast. It can
depending on if someone is sitting behind the desk reviewing your request. Okay, I just got it and reply. Yeah, okay, but if they're having a holiday, then maybe you have to wait for a while. I really don't know. Just joking,
From what I understand, in the past they do it manually. Yeah, but definitely I think with all this streamlining sign-ups, some of them can be pretty fast. Can be quite instantaneous. Where there's no ambiguity involved, is quite fast. Or where but if you use a lot of other different languages together, probably it takes a little while more to get it approved or not. Yeah.
So I guess the standard ones which they have been used to, they are able to approve fast. But if they have a really customized one which requires certain manual person to investigate, may take a while. We don't know. So
this one actually there's no personalized or what. It's more of you type in.
As in, okay. Right. Okay, but we'll only find out once you apply for it. Okay. Any more questions? And at this juncture, just wondering if those of you still tuning in, and if you have any other questions that you like to, you can just post it at the comment section. And meanwhile, I'll let Jasmine continue.
Yeah. So I think with all this, then we will try to apply for the green tick, subjected to approval. So if it's approved, then you will actually get a notification from Facebook directly that it is activated as a verified account.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So how to really know that is there, apart from this email notification, would be if you were to actually click on the link, or rather basically the entry point to that particular WhatsApp account itself, that shows the name with a green tick. It means that it is actually a verified account.
Okay. Okay,
So yeah, then with this you are ready to go.
Right. Okay. Understand there is a demo that you'll be showing us. Is it something?
Yeah. Just a short one. So basically, after you create this WABA account and you get it onboarded, then what's next? Because it is not like WhatsApp Messenger, neither is it like a WhatsApp B where you just simply download an app and you are good to go. It is something that acts like a connector to connect to your applications, and that is where you need to do a certain setup. So setup from where? So actually that is where SendQuick, we have two services. We have a standalone portal that you can actually integrate your WABA to for you to converse just as if you are using a WhatsApp web chat. And of course, that doesn't limit to just only WhatsApp alone. So our portal comes with supporting all the other channels. So we unified them and we pre-integrated into the portal for you to use just like how you are familiar with using a web chat of WhatsApp.
So this is beyond a automated WhatsApp messaging that we are sending out. We are able to interact with our customers using this portal. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then the other way, of course, if you do not want to use our portal, you already have your own existing application. Then what is next is that you can actually create an API account with us and configure this WABA account into the API account. Then after which you script our API into your application, then you are good to go as well. Okay, so probably just shall I remove this?
Yeah, we can bring down the slide and just remove it from the screen. And
so
you can
I'll just share screen.
And of course, with a demo, we need to have some music in the background. Oh, what music is this? Okay, we wait for your demo to come up. Okay.
Is it up?
Yes.
Okay, good.
You gotta do a full screen for this?
Is this a full screen? On my side, it's...
Let me just do this.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay.
Lower your volume.
Okay, I think...
Yeah, are you
I already shared. Yes. Okay, I think it's good to go. Yeah. So basically, the API account is okay. We have a portal for you to access and configure your WABA account with the API account of SendQuick that we will create for you. Okay. So for example, assuming you already get a SendQuick account from us, an API account from us, and then you log into the portal, then you come to the campaign. And then you actually connect your channel. So if you see, we actually do cover quite a lot of them, not just limited to only WhatsApp alone. We do Facebook, Instagram, etc., and even collaboration tools, like Slack, Microsoft Teams. Okay. So for example, in this scenario, we are talking about WABA. So you can choose WhatsApp, and then thereafter there is this display name, the access token, the bot ID, and even message templates. This may sound alien to you for now, but actually all this will be provided to you once the account is actually created. So all this information is just more of a copy paste into this portal itself. And when we say template here, it means that once the once the templates are approved on the Facebook Business Manager site. So then after which, once this is configured, you then copy the incoming webhook and actually put it, integrate that to your own application.
So you have to have the account ready, then you can get all this information to plug into this portal.
Correct.
Can you share a bit how does the portal look and the messaging?
Okay, I think before that, maybe I will just close off this one first, because this one, Yeah, because the other one is more of a standalone portal itself. Yeah. So once this is done, that means you actually connect your WABA account to the SendQuick IO account.
Right.
Then you need to actually download our API document and then script it accordingly. So this API is actually a unified API across all the channels that we support. So which means to say that one day if WhatsApp were to change API parameters or etc., we will update on our side. So for your end, you will just actually have to focus on our API alone will do. The rest, all the worries, leave it to our team to do it. Okay. So that's all in all about the IO part. So let me go on to what Andy has shared, which is the other part that you can see, something physical.
Wow.
Something, I would say physical, but something that is on the screen that you can take a look.
This one is some music.
Yeah, can you see? Yeah. So basically, this is actually a standalone portal where you can have all the different, for example, your staff who are actually what we term as agents in this portal to log in. So when you first come in, for example, as account owner, you can actually create the departments. So for example, blah 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 blah, you can create the agents. Maybe for example, Andy, myself, etc. And then you assign the particular agent, whether is it a supervisor role, which is a higher role, or a normal user role, and attach to the departments. So once this is done, you can then actually come to the chat. I mean, the users, the agents themselves can come to the chat. So they can actually come in by, for example, they can actually come in by having to save. I mean, from the WhatsApp user point of view, they can save your WhatsApp number in their phone book, and they just click WhatsApp to message you, for example. Say, for example, in this case, if you want to look for us for tech support, for example, since we do, we provide different solutions, you can then actually, WhatsApp us, and then you will actually come to this particular portal itself.
Yeah. So this I noticed that besides WhatsApp, you can have any other channels on it, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the whole idea. I mean, you look at it. This is like if you're a customer service, you need to face the different customers, and if you want to converse with them with multiple channels, you can actually just do it in one portal instead of having one phone for WhatsApp, one phone for Telegram, one phone for Viber.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You don't need to toggle between phones or even between browser to browser. It's all on a single interface itself. And I think thanks for reminding, you actually pinged me something that I forgot to actually mention, which is the channels. So after you set up everything, without the channels, it can't work, okay? So you have to actually configure that channel in, okay? So you can actually come to here and then you create the channels. So for example, if you talk about, WhatsApp, again, just put in the name, the details, and then you're good to go. Okay. Without that, it would be, you will be nowhere.
Okay. I think let's summarize. Roy says a bit too deep for him, but what we are trying to say here, if I'm not wrong, is that we do have basically we need to communicate with our stakeholders, our customers, and while WhatsApp is one channel, but there's sometimes you have customers who prefer other channels, and then you want to be able to talk to them. So in able to talk to them, then do you do it like one person handling different channels to answer them, or maybe you want to do it from one portal where anyone as an agent can log in, and the agent can then speak to your customers via any channel that they come in from, be it a Telegram, WeChat, or WhatsApp, right? So, but all this require you first to get the API done, and I think that's what we do here, and we can help you to actually, instead of coding separately an application to talk to all the different channels, we already done it for you. You just need to know how to use our IO and plug it in, and we are good to go, right?
Yeah.
Well, too lost, don't worry. Just contact Jasmine. We'll probably give her context later. You can always ask her more direct questions. Yeah.
We can have a one-to-one talk.
Okay. Right. So I guess today we don't have much time to go through a very in-depth demo. But if you would like to come and see for yourself, we can always arrange with Jasmine on a one-to-one session, like she said, and then she can actually be able to see how we can meet your requirements, right? So some of you may have different requirements. Some may be customer service, some could be automated alerts, could be reminders, depending on what you need, I believe we do have a messaging solution for you. So do contact us. We are always here to help. Yeah. Anything that you'd like to share, Jasmine?
I think, is there any more things that we need to answer?
I think we pretty much cover the steps to get started.
Okay.
But I guess the thing is with onboarding is sometimes they do provide lots of documents to understand, and to try to do it yourself, you probably have to read through and try to understand what they mean. And here we have Jasmine, who has done that, who know the process. She can help you to get on board faster because she knows what the kind of little things that they need to know, like the emails or the phone numbers. You cannot use it for more than one, and all these things. So these are things that with experience, it'll be very easy for you to get on board faster. So, and what Roy says is, who can I talk to if I need to know more about WABA and
Come to
yes,
me.
which is comes to the last slide. What was the last slide?
I think, yeah. So, okay,
Yeah.
so basically, I
Oh
think.
no, I think you just go to the first slide. What is the contact information? We just go straight to the contact information.
Okay, this one.
And this is her contact information.
Yeah.
Jasmine Lim at talerax.com. Do drop her an email.
Yeah.
I think email is the best. Yeah, because the number we gave that is our office number. She is running around most of the time, not in the office. So try to drop her an email, right? Or if you want, you can also contact me. Either one of us, Jasmine or myself, Andy Han at talerax.com. We'll definitely help you to direct you to the right person, right? So just let us know what you need in terms of your messaging requirements. We definitely have more than 21 years of experience in providing all sorts of solutions. You will definitely have a solution for you. Right. So with that, anything else you'd like to add, Jasmine?
Nope. Yeah, I think anything that needs, our services in terms of communication, do look for us.
Okay, so
here to help.
with that, thank you all very much for tuning in to our first LinkedIn event. We are sorry if sometimes we have a little bit of uncertainty whether the link is on, whether you can hear us and all this, we are not too sure. But we thank you for joining us. We thank you also for the questions, the comments that came through the comments. And we hope to see you again when we organize the next SendQuick live session. Okay, with that, thank you very much and have a good day.
Yep, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.